Hi everybody, it's me, Nancy, with Nancy's Hooked on Crochet. How y'all doing? Well, I'm sitting in my car waiting for my daughter-in-law because I have to take her. She's going to have the baby on Monday, and I took her to the hospital for her pre-op. I don't know what they're going to do for her, and I'm not sure how long she's going to be there, but I found a parking spot here, and I figured I wouldn't run around like stuff, but I'm working on a shawl in the car. See, I won this yarn. It wasn't a hank form, it was ice yarns. Now I can't remember exactly what was in it. It was like a sock yarn. So it's fingering, I think it's fingering weight. It's kind of thin, and I'm using a 4mm hook, but I found this pattern and it said fingering weight and not a lot, like you only needed like 400 yards, and I was like, hey, that's like, I could work with that yarn, you know. I didn't know what I was going to make with this thing. I like the colors. They're kind of nice looking. And it's a easy pattern. It's like a 1-row repeat. And I don't know the name of the person off the top of my head, but I could, you know. It's pretty easy, okay? With the colors. So it's like V-stitches, only like you're doing this chain one thing, so they're kind of like sideways. And I saw it a while ago. Trying to find the spot. I saw it a while ago somewhere, you know, and I had saved it. And then, you know, sometimes I have to go back and I'll watch a few minutes of it. And that's all. And I finished that Bagel Day shawl, and I posted a video, which, I don't know, hopefully people watch it. You know, it's been hard doing videos lately. I don't know, I've been busy. So, I'm just taking the opportunity. So, what are you all making? And, so we're going to be busy next week, too. Maybe I'll get a couple of rows done while I wait for her. She's got to have a COVID test. You know, she's more nervous about the COVID test than she is about the delivery. You know? This video is not going to be super long. So I went to a bunch of Michaels recently. And I'm gonna put pictures in of all the yarn that I bought at Michael's. I bought a few things at Hobby Lobby recently. I'll add a few pictures of what I bought at Hobby Lobby. But I found some yarn, you know, for like $1. And I found some for $3 and some for $5. And like then I went to a different Michael's, thinking maybe I'll get, you know, I had found one for $3 that was a nice color, but they only had one. I bought it. So then I went to a different Michael's, and they didn't have it, you know. They didn't have it. So anyway, my video shut off. I had to empty my trash in my phone because I had too many files in there, too many videos. I have to delete all my videos after I upload them, you know. So once I delete them, I got to empty my trash. So that's all. So this is pretty easy. Just hopefully I won't make a mistake. I'm using a 4mm hook. Susan Bates. And last time I ran, there's a mall right here, and I ran into the mall, and I didn't. Whoops, I made a mistake. You know, I didn't do anything there. I walked around for a few minutes, and then she was calling me. So like, I don't think she's going to be an hour. I don't know. She was in and out the last couple of times. That's all. I hope this isn't doctor's parking. But I'm in the car. You know. Anyway, so I was saying that I went to Michael's. And like I kept finding the skinny cakes on sale for $3. And I bought it's like a gray one that I made that shawl out of, and I ended up buying 2 more, so I had 4 of them, and I used 1 and just a little bit more to make that shawl, and it came out really good. And when I first saw that color, I didn't buy it. I wasn't that in love with it, but then sometimes looks is deceiving, you know what I mean? So anyway, I bought some other. I have some blues. I have a lot of different skinny cakes now. I bought some when Michael's was closing, and I had gotten some for $5. Oh yes, I go to this other Michael's. They didn't have the same deal, and I found some skinny cakes. Like there was a whole bunch of mangled yarn and these 2 cakes without labels that matched, and there was another skinny cake that was in there that rang up $1. So I got that one, and it was like in the yellow family. So when I took it to the register, I thought they were going to give me that one also for $1, and then I even said I'd pay $3 for it because, it didn't have labels, and it wasn't like on the shelf. It was in the area where like the discounted yarn was, and they only wanted me to pay full price for it, and I said, no, I'm not paying full price, and I left it there. I got a feeling someone else is going to get a good deal on that yarn. I really don't need it. It's just I'm addicted to getting the good deal, So basically, I'm trying to do this. I'm crazy. So on the way home, I passed another Michael's. It was on the way home, and I found a couple. I found these 2. I forget the name of it, but I also found 2 more things for $1 each. And I brought that home, and I have some from the other store when they went closing. So it was a chunky yarn, but it was swirl cakes or something. Yeah, swirl cakes in a purple. I'll post a picture over here of that one. Well, I'm not going to add a video, I think. So I came home. Now I'm trying to get my yarn organized. I'm trying to get rid of stuff. I am collecting some scraps. Got a lot of scraps. They're probably in different sizes too. That's all. So this is like a really thin yarn. I don't think it's going to take me forever because there's only so many yards, And it wasn't that long ago I worked with that. It's a wrap, which was really thin. That's all. But that shawl that Crystal put out that I did, it looks so much harder than what it is. Like if you know your basic stitches, and if you could follow the time. She put all the time stamps in the video, and basically I wrote down the time for each of the time stamps for each of the rows so that I could just fast forward and rewind on my TV, and then it would save it in that spot I left off. I would just get the row going, and then I would go watch something else for a little while, But I mean, I kept going back to her video and just making sure I started the row and ended the row correctly, and it's the same thing all the way across, so it wasn't like you had to watch the whole thing, But this is easy. This is a 1-row repeat. Hers was a 10-row repeat. Anyway, so that's the story. Sorry you can't see what I'm doing here. I'm almost to the end of almost done with 1 row while I'm sitting here talking to you. I don't think I'm going to keep this on too long. No, but I'm going to add, I did go, when I went to Hobby Lobby a while ago, they still had like a little bit of clearance stuff, and I went and I bought like a sign. I'm going to put a picture here, like one of those roll with it sign. And then I bought the hook rug, which is cute, and I used to do hook rugs when I was young, so I was like, I kept going back, like, I didn't buy it, and I didn't buy it, and I didn't buy it, and I said, oh, let me get it. But it said on the box, it doesn't come with the hook. I think it was like $3 or something, so it was a whole set. So I bought it. It looks like a rainbowy pillow thing, I don't know. I have to open, I want to open the box, and maybe I'll make a little video of me opening the box, and then you can see what it looks like, the hook rug set. But I bought the hook for like $1 in Michael's, I think. That's it. And they still had some clearance stuff in my store, but very, very little, like they moved it all. Let's see. mess up. That's all. I don't know. I have to do that over. It's like when you get to the end of the row and you got to get into the last chain on the top, you know. So I think I got on the wrong chain. I'm going to pause this. I don't know what happened. I thought I paused it. I don't know what I was recording. I'll have to check. But I was saying that, so I bought a couple of things at the Hobby Lobby. Then I went back for the week that they have the 1 week they have 30% off on the yarn, which I don't really need yarn. But I did buy some thread to make the earrings that I was making. And so I went back the week that the thread was on clearance. And so basically, I picked up a couple. I picked up red in the mercerized cotton because I put a picture of all my thread. I got a whole lot of thread. And you know, people like the earrings. I did sell a couple, and we'll see what happens with that. You know, I made these. I made like little granny squares, but there's beads on them, and I think they're cute. You know, it's for a crazy yarn lady. You know, and they're not heavy like. And I don't usually wear hoops, but I made a pair with the hoops, and it looks like a granny square, but I got it to fit around the circle. I'll put a picture. And they don't hurt, because a lot of times I can't wear anything heavy, and they weren't heavy, and they're not that big. There's some bigger hoops. I probably wouldn't wear the bigger hoops. Uh-oh, this isn't staying up. Okay, hold on. I thought this thing had a pause button. It's not working right. So anyway, saying. So the hoops aren't too heavy. I got them at Walmart. They're, you know, they're supposed to be non-allergic, and I wore them. I sent the lady the pair of earrings that she wanted, that I had posted in Instagram, and she should be getting it tomorrow. And, the thing fell down. I think I'm gonna have to hang up. Okay, I'm gonna try to show you some yarn, like make a little video. I'm doing a ginger. I heard she hung her mask up. She hung up her phone with her mask on the mirror. My thing wasn't working. It was falling down. So I'm a little crooked. And okay, well anyway, I'm not wearing the right hat. I left my my hat at home. The one from Hobby Lobby. I like using a hat in the car. You know? So what do you think of this? You think it looks good? See how it's going to look. I mean, I only have so many yards of it. So I think I'm going to pause this. I'm going to shut this off again because I got to text my daughter-in-law that I found a parking spot and I'm sitting in the car. And, well, we're getting excited. And our new little baby boy is going to be here very soon. So I'll eventually post a picture of him. I don't think in this video. And today I don't watch my grandson. Her mom's going to pick him up later with her husband, with Grandpa, I think the other Grandpa. And I'll see him tomorrow. So she just has a couple of more days to go. I didn't have any C-sections. When you had your babies, did you have natural or C-section? You know, when I had my babies, the big thing back then was not to use any drugs or anything like that, you know. So I think with my first son, he was really big, and I ended up being knocked out, like. And then with the second one, I didn't use any drugs or anything, and I went through the whole pain. Now they do the epidural. I should have done the epidural, you know. And the third one, yeah, I had him naturally too, but I think I had some Demerol with two of them, I think. You know. But and I had good sized babies. Two of them were over 8 pounds, and one was close to 8 pounds. And they're all grown up now. You know, all boys. Anyway, so that's the story. So I could be sitting in this parking lot for the next hour talking to myself. I don't want to kill the battery too much. And it's a beautiful day here today. It says it's 91 outside according to my car, but that thing lies. Sometimes it makes it hotter, but I've had the air on for a while. And, you know, I didn't do too much today. Just things around the house. I just went to like 2 stores. Then I went to my son's house to pick up his wife, my daughter-in-law, and like I said, she's ready to go. You know, when I had my first baby, my father-in-law ended up taking me to the hospital because my husband was videotaping weddings at the time, and he was at somebody's wedding, and he got there before the baby came, but he wasn't the kind of person that wanted to be in the room anyway, you know. And I don't remember. He wasn't in the room with any of them. It was like, you know, that was kind of a new thing. Not everybody, I guess, is comfortable being in the room, you know. Well, they just were old-fashioned. That's why I didn't need him in the room. You know, I think he'd be having a nervous attack. That's all. Anyway, time goes so quickly, so enjoy the babies while you have them. Now I'm having fun with the grandbaby, you know, and I'll be busy with the little baby soon enough. This has a lot of triple crochets and chains and single crochets. Anyway. Okay, I'm gonna go. Talk to you soon.